So it's probably like 320, somewhere around there, 325.
I think this will be one of the top 3 from Scarlet Violet. Well, when you said One Piece cards, I wasn't expecting you to pull out a Manga Rare.
I don't know, like, start at like 1200.
I mean,
You rolled her eyes at me. I was like, just hear me out. Wait a little bit.
Do you know what you're wanting on it?
I looked at eBay listings. It's anywhere from 300 to 350. I don't know if that's right because there's so many random listings.
Yeah, so I use on grading cards. I use an app called Alt. For instance, like when you scan it, it comes up PSA 4 Alt value 289, and then here's the last sales. You've got 332, 320, 280, 325, and those are all yesterday or the day before.
Okay.
And then, you know, just kind of all over the place. So it's probably like 320, somewhere around there, 325.
Okay.
And then 70% is 227.50, which is normally what I would offer on something like this.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what we were kind of at. I think the 2 times 2 course, I was like, that's cool with me.
You know what you're looking at getting. Yeah, this is like going to be like your more coin stuff. And then this is just generic stuff. The generic stuff's just at spot, coin stuff's at 5 over.
Because I don't have maple, I don't have, what is that?
These are 1 1/4 ounce and 1 1.5 ounce. They're Canadians as well. I had Britannias and Eagles and Australians and everything, but that's Krugerrands, that's also on.
Yeah, the Eagles thing.
They sell the second that I get them out. So, like as soon as I put those out, they're pretty much gone. 2 ounces or so.
I've got $20 also, but I don't know what that can.
Which is 2.3 ounces. So.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to get the tone of that maple leaf and then the regular one. Yeah, that one looks pretty cool.
So these are 5 over, so it'd be, so you've got 248 in value. So you got $71.14 left, basically. Okay. That's with your $20 on top. So put some of it into constitutional.
Yeah.
I normally say 33% coin, 33% generic, 33% constitutional. That's kind of how I like to stack. But
yeah.
It's up to you.
I've got like $20 on hand also. I'll probably just get another the maple leaf and we'll just call it 3 on those.
Well, this is with your $20.
Okay, with the 20. Okay,
yeah, because it was I gave you 228, so I just put it at 248.
Okay,
so that's with your $20.
I'm eyeballing the Morgans. I've been like taking a peek at them. Can I look at them? That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. That's some pretty decent ones in there. I think they're like 64 today right now. The Morgans are $64.22. So you want to get this Morgan. Yes, sir. So you're just gonna owe $16 basically.
Okay, here's 20. There's a few though that they have.
Alright guys, it's the next day. I didn't have time to film my outro yesterday, but you saw me trade for this PSA 4 base set Charizard. Guy got a couple rounds of silver and a Morgan dollar, but I think it was like $225 in trade. I think it's like a $325 card, or 70%. So $325 or so is what we'll ask for this guy. But yeah, PSA 4 Charizard base set. Crazy he still goes for that much money, but again, if you want some silver and have some stuff you want to trade to get some silver, then we'll be here for that.
Just like you can take those off if you need to.
okay.
There's always a pain for me to get off. I'm afraid I'm gonna break something.
Oh, fair enough. I haven't gotten to check this one yet, but market on this one, are you seeing them like 650?
I would say it was like 650, and I think I did this one at 950.
Okay, that's about what I'm saying.
I think that card's just gonna keep climbing in the future. But
I think this will be one of the top 3 from Scarlet Violet. I think that card will probably be close to Moonbreon at some point. It'll probably be a $3,000-4,000 card.
I'd say it'll be a while, but which that was not too bad center wise, but it's definitely no 10.
Yeah.
Which you never know, 9s might be worth some.
So the market right now is 9 is the equivalent of the raw card.
Mm-hmm.
If you get an 8, then you're just cracking it and just gonna sell it back as a raw card. But that's the market right now. I mean, it's possible it could change, or it could just be the exact same. But it's like you said, there's so many people getting into that hobby right now that the populations for anything modern is just explosive.
It's crazy.
Do you have a figure in mind you were looking to get for everything?
All right, so being at the, I know you said you're at 70.
70.
So I was at 75. Okay. So it was like 12. I think that was at like 2.
Okay.
And I didn't even know about that.
So it'd be 1120 on those.
Okay. And then what on that?
So
can we do 1125?
yes.
Dollars help.
it makes you feel better about it too. So I mean, I get it. I could do 175 on that one. Market's right around 250 right now.
That's cool.
All right.
All right, guys. Gabe picked up some cool cards yesterday. I'm off on Mondays, so he picked the stuff up Monday, and I'm here to show you guys what he got. Magikarp from Paldea Evolved, the illustration rare. That's about $200, $250 somewhere in there. Got the Charizard EX SIR from Paldean Fates. This one is about, you said 650-ish?
Yeah, about 30.
Yeah. And then the good one, Lugia Alt Art and a PSA 10 from Silver Tempest. Really, really nice card. I think it's one of the better cards from the Sword and Shield era. This is about $1,000. I think he was in for 1,300 bucks. So, you know, it's pretty good. We should make what, 500, 600 bucks or something on that. 600, 700 bucks maybe. So, but yeah, 3 really cool cards for the shop. You might have bought this from me.
I did, like 2 years ago, bro.
I thought you did. This was like near mint, right? Or like
Yeah, it was.
So you're at like 420 on this stuff. So that's crazy. That only goes for 80 bucks.
I was kidding with it. I sat on it for,
Like what the heck?
I'm not even, when the set first came out, we bought a box at CM and Lex, pulled that very first box. That was, you had one up.
The problem is that the Japanese cards are so easy to get tins. It's like,
That's true.
this is
I haven't
only
seen
like
the
80
pop.
bucks in a tin, and like these 2 loose ones are like 50 bucks loose.
Whoa.
Like that doesn't make any sense at all.
Well, have you seen the Fruit Basket Eevee?
Mm-mm.
In a pristine CGC, it's like 50.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm fine with whatever. I know you're not
420.
going to. We're not very far apart. Maybe I think the farthest we've ever been apart is like $25 or whatever. That ain't going to break me.
That's good. At least we're close.
Yeah.
It's been a Pokemon card week so far.
Has it?
3, 4, 20. All right, guys, just picked up some cards. It's been a card week, I guess, already. So maybe we'll just do a whole video of just cards. But we got a Leafeon EX from whatever the name of the set is in Japanese. It's Prismatic Evolution. Or Mega Howlucha EX from Ascended Heroes. Espeon EX from, or Japanese from Prismatic. Zapdos EX 151 SIR. Mew from the Galarian Gallery. A reverse for Alligator E-Series card, really good condition. Got a PSA 10 Flareon, Japanese as well from their version of Prismatic. And then the 2 Umbreon and Leafeon, the Chinese ones. Pretty cool cards there. I know this makes like a whole art piece, but these are just 2 of the, I guess there's 9 total. So, but yeah, I picked this all up for 420. They was 70%, so I think it's like $600-ish worth of cards. So
Let's start down here and. Well,
Yeah, well, I wasn't really. Well, when you said One Piece cards, I wasn't expecting you to pull out a Manga Rare. I figured there was just gonna be like a couple $100 cards or something like that. That's usually what we used to deal with.
Do y'all get like a lot of Pokemon players around here?
So we get more Pokemon collectors than we do players, and kind of the same with One Piece. Like I said, One Piece has been more of a recent thing.
Yeah. I don't know why with One Piece cards, the Japanese cards are way better quality, but they go for so much less.
That's just about any card game in the States. I think a lot of it has to do with like English is always going to be a little bit more desirable,
Yeah.
but the quality control here in the States compared to Japan is a lot worse.
Yeah.
I'm mad how many fake inappropriate cards there are for One Piece because this is
There
not
is a
helping me
lot.
at all.
They're everywhere.
Oh, damn. What are you hoping to get out of it, honestly?
You know, when I first pulled it, it was worth $600.
Which is kind of what I was expecting it to be worth. I didn't know it was going to be
Yeah,
over 2.
but it's gone up so much. I mean,
Which, I mean, I can understand why because it's Boa,
yeah.
but I just wasn't expecting that.
See, that set really sucks too. That's like the only.
That's the
chase
only good card you can get out of that set.
All the other cards in that set are like 100 or less. I don't know, like I don't want to ask for $2,000 out of it.
Yeah, and like,
That's
I was
like-
gonna say, like, this isn't usually in our wheelhouse, and it's not one of those things that like I'm gonna put in store. I'm gonna just try and sell it on TCG Play and just
Yeah.
be done with it.
I don't know, like start at like 1,200.
I mean, how about like 1450? I'll run you a
I
little bit
would
more.
I would like that.
Okay.
That would be great.
Because I was gonna say that's in that 60% range, which is where I would have liked to have been at.
See
with
that's a big hit for me, like a big gain. I'm very happy with that.
Before I ring it up too, I'm gonna compare it to some of the proxies. Not that I don't trust you, I just know a lot of the
Oh, you're
proxies
good.
are really good.
You're good.
And then the buggy I'll do, or not buggy, the cross guild. I'll do 180 on the cross guild.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Cool. Put you at 1630.
Is there like a telltale way?
So the proxies can never get the texture quite right, and with the mangas it's a little weird because it almost looks like it's layered a little bit, just based on the background here. And there's a little bit of a transition between there and there where you can kind of see on the proxies. There's not really much of a transition there. It just looks like it's one piece.
Yeah, I see that.
I get it. That, and there's a little bit of texture that's there on the blue cloth that I'm not seeing on any of the proxies, so I think it's probably okay. It's been an expensive card day. It's just one card. I don't know what it is. There you go.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too.
All right, guys, so Gabe picked these 2 cards up yesterday on my day off. A couple of One Piece cards, definitely the most expensive One Piece cards we've had. Maybe the most expensive card we've ever bought.
As far as like a raw single, probably.
Yeah, as far as the Royal, well, we bought the PSA 9 Charizard, base set Charizard before, so I guess that would be more expensive. As far as a raw single, though, yes. So he got this Cross Guild, and I don't know much about One Piece, guys. I'm just kind of reading what's on the card. So it's about a $300 card, and then this Boa Hancock, and what is it? It's a
Manga Rare.
A Manga Rare, and I guess it's like a $2,400 card, so kind of crazy there. But we picked those 2 up for $1,630, I think. So we don't pay as high on One Piece just because I don't know enough about it to pay as high. Pokemon I do know, and I understand that market. Been doing it my whole life. The One Piece stuff I'm not as sure on, but yep, $1,630 into these for probably, we should make $1,000 on that. So